Aloha, Rich Halverson here, and this is ICS321. Today is September 13th, 12th, September 12th, and I'd like to show you, this is going to be like the fourth video. I'd like to show you, go over check quiz 4, which would be due like Monday or something. Let's see, let's look at the overview. Okay, let me share my screen. Hmm. Yes, that's the right screen. Okay, uh, so let's look at the overview. We're about somewhere around here. I'm going to cover. This is the week of the 9th, and I'm going to cover get you going on quiz number 4, which comes right out of chapter 3. So let's go to if you look at the lessons, that would be. Let's see. I made a video yesterday on quiz number 3. I just finished a video on quiz number 2, and I gave you a couple more days for that in case you want to go back. And in case you didn't get all the points, you want to go back. I still got a couple more days for that. So let's look at back to 3, and we are going to add a second video here. This video is going to go here, covering quiz number 4. So let's look at quiz number 4. Continue assessment. So let me make this a little bigger. All right. So quiz number 4, foreign keys. We're talking about foreign keys. So we have, so that means we have at least 2 tables, and there is one field in one of the tables that connects to another field in another table with more information about that particular first field. So let me switch on my little writer thing here. Okay. Okay. So we have two tables here. One looks like it's a bunch of students, and these students have a major. It looks like there's another table here which has got the looks like the offices of the majors. Okay, and so we have this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different majors, and these are the offices and the phone numbers if you want to call about accounting, you want to call about entrepreneurship or management or whatever, you call these numbers. Or if you want to email, looks like there's some email addresses. This is email for the major now. And for the students, we have the student name, the institution, Manoa looks like accounting, and the students' email addresses. All right, so and we can guess that this major here and this major here are the same. This accounting refers to this accounting. So if you want to know, you want to contact the office of Tawny, you want to contact the office, the major office of Tawny, you go here, and then you go here, and you go here, and it would be like this or this. All right, so what's the first question? Identify all the fields in both tables that are relevant in the relationship. Okay, I guess that would be kind of, that's not quite clear what that means unless you've read the chapter. So it gives you a list of fields here, and let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they're all listed here. Well, which ones are the relevant ones? Well, the relevant ones are the ones that sort of connect them together. It's what sort of defines the relationship. And so it would be these 2 columns here. This major column and this major column. Okay, so that's what defines the relationship. So you have to check off, the majors, something like that. Okay. All right. What's next? Let's see. Can I just do that? No, I guess I gotta get out of here first. And I want to go to the second one. All right, next question, same table. Identify all the fields. Identify all the fields that we call a foreign key. Well, foreign key, all right, so foreign key has to do with connecting the two tables together. Either this one is this one or this one. Now, uh, um, one of them is called when you have two fields that sort of relate to each other like this. One is generally a primary key, and the other one is usually a foreign key. So you can kind of guess which one it might be. It's either going to be this one or this one. All right, what's next? All right. Identify the fields that could serve as primary keys. Well, there are two. Each table has a primary key, and so you gotta identify the primary key in each table. Okay, there's a primary key in each table. So, you know, let's see. Identify primary keys. Oh, and so it's all the possible primary keys. You know, there because sometimes tables can have there's more than one candidate key. So basically, I want you to identify all the fields that can serve that could serve as primary keys. Okay, 3 points. All right, what's next? Okay, so deleting a record in majors might fail because of a student's record still referencing what field? Okay, what field? Let's say. Okay, so the idea is that you're trying to delete a record in majors. You're trying to delete a record, but it fails. It fails. Why? Because in there's a student's record that's still referencing a particular field. And what field is that? Well, you know, you have, let's say you try to delete, let's say you tried to, let's see, now, is there anybody? Okay, all right, let's just use, yeah, okay, so at KCC, at KCC, for example, they're phasing out marketing. They're calling it they're phasing out the marketing courses and they're starting ramping up on the entrepreneurship courses. Similar, it's just that you know stick with the times. So let's say we wanted to delete this. Let's say so we try to delete this record because there's no more marketing department, and it fails. Why does it fail? Because we've got a couple people here that are still in marketing. And so if you go ahead and if you delete marketing here, how are we going to know what the email address is for Joanna's major or Vin's major for that matter? So there's there's a field in students. The student's record is still referencing a particular field, which causes the deletion here to fail. And so you're supposed to figure out which one that is. All right, what's next? Last question here looks like. All right. It seems there might be a functional dependency between what three fields, but not enough information is provided. Okay, we're supposed to, between what three fields? Okay, so the answer is going to consist of three fields, and we're trying to figure out which ones. There seems to be a functional dependency, but we don't know. Well, okay, there's no. Um, okay, so we already know that there's a functional. Let's see, these three fields. Okay, we know there's a functional dependency between like this field and this field and this field. So we know about the functional dependency between these fields. But there could be some sort of relationship down here in this table, okay, where where there might be a relationship between a more relationship between what's going on down here in these fields that but we aren't sure. So anyway, but we don't have enough information. But anyway, you're supposed to identify those three fields. So I hope I've given you enough information there to try to figure that out. All right, let's see. So that me so that pretty much takes care of quiz number 5, quiz number 4, and so you should be well on your way. Everything you need to know for this week. And so I'm gonna my next video I'm gonna introduce the first homework assignment where you actually have to do something on the server. I'd like to get us started with that. I got some critical feedback yesterday on my database class, and I really have to put a lot more practical practical skills building in this class, namely writing joins and that kind of stuff. So I want to get you started on your assignments. So I will talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.